Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of the Wizard101 Crafted Guide series. Last episode we did over Luminous Weaver. This episode we're going over the last life spell out of the crafted spells. So, today we're going over Pigsie, which is probably one of the best life spells. Ratatouille Spin I would consider the best. This is probably second best, or about tied actually, because they're both equally as good. They're both 4-pip spells, one heals, one attacks. They're fantastic. But Pigsie is pretty important for life to get, I would say. So, obviously, that's why you clicked on this video. You know how useful it is. So, let's craft it. So, I'm going to start with the Amber because I'm already in Aquila, which is the best place without a doubt to get Amber. But I'm going to list all the ways to get Amber real quick so that you know. Cronus, without a doubt, is the best place to farm. He is a hidden boss in Hades. Realistically, he's not that hidden. You just enter the dungeon, take a left, and just keep going straight, and he's up there through that gate. The other ways to do it are to farm the Sand Squid, which I wouldn't recommend because it spams Earthquake and it's difficult, and Gladiator Democaris because his natural attack has a minus 75 weakness, and the Ice minions all will spam Shields, and Frost Giant, which is just blatantly annoying. So I wouldn't recommend farming those two. If you want to, though, go ahead. I would just say Cronus is without a doubt the easiest of the 3 bosses, so he is the easiest way to get Amber in straight Amber drops. The other ways are to use Amber Dust and Merle's Whiskers, craft them together. It is, I forget exactly what the recipe is, I don't own it, but I believe it is 10 Amber Dust, 5 Merle's Whiskers, and what are the other two? I think it's 10 Sunstone and 10 Stone Block, maybe? Or 10 Golden Pearls, that's what it is, 10 Golden Pearls, not the Stone Blocks. So, that will each craft 1 Amber. You need 25 Amber for this spell. It's going to be difficult. The other ways to get it are through PvP, 2,500 arena tickets per Amber. Very high price. I wouldn't recommend going that direction unless you are already into PvP and you like PvP. Then you can obviously use that. Otherwise, I would recommend using gardening through the Plant King Parsley. I don't think I have any. No, I don't. Through the Plant King Parsley and Ultra King Parsley, it drops Amber semi-frequently, and you can get Amber that way if you're more into gardening and less into farming. That will take longer, though, most likely. Cronus, especially with double reagents, if you wait for double reagents to farm him, you will be able to get it in, like, about 1 day, probably, of farming. Just, I mean, it depends on your luck, obviously, but, you know, I've farmed Cronus before for Amber, and I've definitely gotten it in 1 day. So, there's that. Should not be that difficult to get Amber. I mean, it's going to be probably one of the harder reagents to get, but you should be fine. Now, we're going to just start back at the beginning of the list. Pigsie treasure cards. Pigsie treasure cards. Now, those are difficult. The 2 main ways to get them, I would say, would be from Lore Master herself, which will drop Pigsie treasure cards rarely, definitely. Not as rarely as Rat Spin treasure cards or Hammer of Thor treasure cards, but definitely rarely. The other way is through the Bazaar. I found that Pigsie shows up more than what's it called does. Rat Spin shows up in the Bazaar. So, you might be able to get some. Otherwise, you could find some nice people to trade, or you can trade Empowers for Pigsie. I believe it's about 60 Empowers for Pigsie on the Gamma's Trading Post. If you don't know what that is, look at my video, Gamma's Trading Post in Wizard101. I believe the video's how to get rare items in Wizard101, because Gamma's Trading Post was not apparently a good title, or a very clickbaity title. I got 4 clicks on it, then I changed the title and I got like 30. So, there we go. That's probably the easiest way to get it. It will be a lot of gold if you go through the Gamma's Trading Post. Otherwise, you should be able to find them over time. If not, basically, I would just recommend searching around, setting your feelers out. People like trading. People are nice. Perfect Jade. Perfect Jade, as you can see, you get here. Decently easy. Actually, extremely easy to get. I would go over to the Citrine, but that one is just go to the Crocotopia vendor next to William. I forget what his name is, but he's a giant golem, and that golem will sell Citrine. The reason why I'm not going is because almost all the rest of the reagents are in Celestia, and I just don't want to leave and come back. Just doesn't really make sense. So, The next set of reagents to get, you can both get in the same area. As you can see, you can get shells here too. There's one shell for the recipe. The Crustacean Empire is probably the best place to get both. I wouldn't say shells, but definitely kelp is the best gotten from Crustacean Empire. You just come over here to the left. The right side also works as well. And kelp will spawn in these side things right here. I think someone might have been here, actually, because when I was farming for it before, kelp would spawn here semi-frequently. That's weird. But it also spawns up here. As you can see, there's some right here. It's going to take a while, but you should be able to get it no problem, just searching around for it. It will take a while. But Celestia is without a doubt the best place to get both shells and kelp. The other thing on this list that you can get from Celestia is pearls. Now, pearls are going to be a decently hard drop to get. They do spawn on the ground, but they don't spawn very frequently, at least from my experience. You can get them in the Grotto, the Portico, or Stormriven Hall. We're going to go check out the Grotto real quick because most likely that is one of the better locations to farm it. So we're going to go real quick and see what it's like. If it's not too good, that's fine. I'll just search around for a little bit, and we'll see. But otherwise, golden pearls, definitely you can get them in the bazaar. The bazaar will probably be the place you want to get the majority of them, just because it's really, really time-consuming farming for things here. You can see you can get shells here as well. But to give some experience for myself, I had to farm for agave nectar to get rat spin on a life I created. At this point, I've gotten all the agave nectar, but it was difficult. I had to farm for quite a few hours in Azteca. Without double reagents, it would have been absolutely brutal. But you can see roaming around, there's a lot of shells. You're probably going to get shells pretty fast. Again, pearls, I would very, very much recommend getting them from the bazaar. The bazaar will be much easier than searching for them this way. Searching for them this way will take a while, so just be wary of that, and prepare to have a lot of time consumed. Beyond just that, there's also astral shards. That's the last part of the recipe that I haven't gone over so far. Astral shards, I would say, the best place to buy them is also the bazaar. I found that there is a lot usually in the bazaar. Every time I go there, there's anywhere from 50 to 500 there, so you should not have problems with that. Otherwise, they are a drop from battle that you can get semi-frequently. Hopefully, you can just look up at the wiki, find exactly where to get them. If any of you have any recommendations for where to get them, put them in the comment section below. I will definitely be sure to like and heart it, you know, just so other people can see exactly where certain things are. And also, God, pearls are extremely rare here. So I don't know if this is the best place to farm for them, to be completely honest. I definitely know that there is a few pearls in the Portico. I've been there before in one of my previous videos, actually. In the Crafted Guide series, I went there to just kind of show off where you can get it. There's definitely kelp here as well. So if you want to farm for kelp, you can farm for kelp here. It looks like it's just extremely rare. All of them are extremely rare. So just be wary. It's going to take you a long time. If you didn't already know that, crafted spells take a long time to craft usually, and specific ones longer than others. This one's probably going to take you a while. I wonder if pearl might spawn near these things sometimes. I'm not sure, but that should be everything. I don't want to just keep wandering around aimlessly until I find something, but that should be good enough. I think that's the best way to get every reagent here. If you have any recommendations, please let me know. If this was helpful, please drop a like at the sub button. And yeah, I'll see you in the next Crafted Guide video where we start Death, I believe. We have Death and Balance left, and that's it. Have a fantastic day.